Bachelor alums react to Grant Ellis' cringy and intense finale. March 27, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor alums are reacting to Grant Ellis' somewhat cringy and intense season finale. There were moments that made them cheer and others that made them question what exactly was happening. What are some of their reactions to Licia's breakup and Juliana's proposal? Keep reading to get all the details. Bachelor alums are sharing their thoughts on Grant Ellis' finale. Bachelor alums shared their reaction to Grant Ellis' finale. There were mixed reactions to how things went down. Lydia Guerra was praised by fans and alums for standing up to Grant and making him take accountability for the things he said throughout the season. She even told him that she was glad she never had to speak of this again. Lydia said, "I'm excited for this to be the last time that I talk to you about this. I'm glad that that last week, and that last day isn't a part of my love story. I know that I deserve someone waking up one morning and knowing without a shadow of a doubt that they are going to choose me." While Lydia let Grant have it, alums were sharing their thoughts to it all on social media. Blake Moynes was one of them. He noted that it was making him wince. He also said that Lydia is a catch and will be just fine. Potential match in the future or on Paradise. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos decided not to comment on the drama, but rather just comment on the happy couple. She congratulated Grant and Juliana on their engagement. Following the finale, she went to social media with Chalk Chapel to give fans a 4-month update. "We are happy to report that they are still doing great and very much in love." Rachel Recchia also had a response to the intense finale. She said, "Oh, my God." Jason Tartick also shared, but he chose the positive route and wished the newly engaged couple well. Gabby Elnicki is Team Lycia. Gabby Elnicki totally went Team Lycia on her social media posts. She said, "Letting her say this speech and not stopping her is absolutely diabolical. I hope you don't view me differently." No. She made a second post as well. Gabby was very happy with how Lycia stood up for herself after the final rose. She said, "Lycia just absolutely roasted him in the most politely pissed off way, and I love her for that. I'm heated watching this. No wonder they don't invite me to AFR." Meanwhile, she was suffering from food poisoning during this entire episode. While she did applaud Lycia, she also wished Juliana and Grant the best while acknowledging that at times there is no easy way to navigate the show. Demar Jackson also shared his thoughts and thinks that at this particular moment in time, Juliana is the best fit for The Bachelor. If it were 2 years down the road, things may have worked out better with Lycia. Former Bachelorette Charity Lawson also applauded Lydia Guerra for standing up for herself. She too knows that Lydia will find love of her own in due time. What do you think about all the alums' reactions to what went down on Monday night's finale of The Bachelor? Stay tuned for more updates. Former Bachelorette Hannah Reynolds live tweeted her reactions, writing, "What am I even watching right now? This is a dumpster fire." Meanwhile, season favorite Tyler James simply posted, "Grant, buddy, no. A proposal gone wrong, twice." Standing before Sierra, Ellis fumbled his words as he reached for the ring in his pocket. Instead of the heartfelt speech fans expected, what followed was a rambling monologue about his lingering feelings for Leela. As Sierra's face shifted from hope to horror, Ellis stammered, "I think I love you, but I also love Leela, and maybe I just need more time." The silence that followed was excruciating. Sierra, visibly shaken, took a deep breath and whispered, "Are you proposing right now?" Ellis hesitated, then dropped to one knee. Before he could even finish asking, Sierra had already turned and walked away. As if that weren't enough of a disaster, Ellis then ran after Leela, still holding the ring. In what fans are calling a bachelor first, he tried to propose to her instead, only for Leela to laugh, shake her head, and walk off into the night, leaving him alone, rejected, and holding an unclaimed engagement ring. Former contestants are not holding back. Within minutes, social media exploded with reactions from former Bachelor stars. Madison Carter, who made it to the final 2 in her season, posted a TikTok titled "How Not to Propose," breaking down every disastrous moment. Former Bachelor Peter Hastings wrote, "Even my season wasn't this messy, and that's saying something." Meanwhile, fan favorite Rachel Dorsey shared a meme of a man throwing a ring into a fire, captioning it, "Grant Ellis, ladies and gentlemen." The live after the final rose special, even more cringe. If fans thought the drama was over, they were sorely mistaken. The after the final rose special was just as intense, if not worse. Host Jesse Palmer wasted no time getting to the tough questions, asking Grant if he regretted his actions. Ellis, looking visibly shaken, admitted, "I think I got caught up in the moment. I didn't want to lose either of them." Sierra, on the other hand, had a much stronger response. "That wasn't a proposal, that was an emotional meltdown on live TV." Leela, who appeared via video call, smirked as she sipped her wine. "I dodged a bullet," she said, sending the audience into fits of laughter. What's next for Grant Ellis? With his reputation in shambles, rumors are already swirling that Ellis is in talks for Bachelor in Paradise to redeem himself. However, whether Bachelor Nation is ready to see him back on screen remains to be seen. One thing's for certain, this finale will go down in Bachelor history as one of the cringiest, most intense, and downright disastrous endings the show has ever seen. And fans? Well, they just can't look away. The Bachelor Nation was left absolutely speechless after Grant Ellis' chaotic and cringeworthy finale. Social media exploded with reactions, memes, and pure disbelief as fans and former contestants alike weighed in on what might go down as the most uncomfortable ending in the Bachelor history. The final rose ceremony disaster. It all started with what should have been a picture-perfect proposal setting. A stunning sunset, a rose petal-strewn pathway, and a visibly nervous Grant standing in his tailored suit, ready to pop the question. But things took a turn for the bizarre when his final 2 contestants, Emily Carter and Vanessa Reed, were both called forward, a move that had never been done before in Bachelor history. Instead of delivering a heartfelt goodbye to one contestant and declaring his love for the other, Grant launched into a rambling speech about how both women had touched his heart in ways he never expected. Then came the jaw-dropper. He proposed to both of them. Yes, you read that right. He actually tried to pull a polygamy card on national television. The immediate fallout. Emily gasped audibly while Vanessa simply blinked in shock. Host Jesse Palmer, standing to the side, looked like he wanted to disappear. The live audience erupted into a mix of gasps and nervous laughter. "That's not how this works, Grant," Vanessa finally managed to say, her voice shaking. Emily, on the other hand, was furious. "Is this some kind of joke? You don't get to have both of us," she snapped, stepping back with crossed arms. Grant, now visibly sweating, tried to justify his decision, talking about how love shouldn't be restricted by societal norms, and how he thought they could all make it work. The reaction? Crickets. Eventually, Vanessa stormed off, and Emily threw the ring box back at Grant before turning on her heel. Grant was left alone, staring awkwardly at the camera before mumbling, "So, does that mean I don't get a fiancé?" Bachelor alums chime in as expected. Bachelor alums wasted no time sharing their thoughts. Former Bachelorette Hannah Brown took to Instagram stories, laughing hysterically before saying, "I have seen some wild finals, but Grant just redefined dumpster fire." Nick Vile tweeted, "If you ever feel like you're making bad decisions, just remember Grant Ellis thought he could propose to 2 women on national TV." Tayshia Adams simply wrote, "No words, just no words." Meanwhile, Ben Higgins was a little more sympathetic. "Look, we've all made mistakes, but proposing to 2 people? Yeah, not the move, buddy." Even Bachelor villain turned fan favorite Corin Olympios had something to say. "This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen, and I was the villain of my season." Social media erupts. Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit were on fire. One viral tweet read, "The way Grant thought he was about to revolutionize love, and instead got humbled in 30 seconds flat. Iconic." Another user posted a meme of Grant standing awkwardly alone with the caption, "When you try to be the main character but forget this is reality TV." TikTok was flooded with reaction videos, dramatic reenactments, and people recreating the moment with their pets. Even Netflix jumped in, tweeting, "This finale was more awkward than watching Love is Blind contestants meet for the first time." Where do they go from here? In the After the Final Rose special, Grant tried to defend himself, but the audience was not having it. Emily and Vanessa sat side by side, visibly over it, and both confirmed they were done with him. Host Jesse Palmer asked the big question, "Grant, if you could go back, would you change anything?" Grant sighed, rubbing his temples. "I mean, yeah, maybe just proposing to one person." Vanessa scoffed, "Maybe?" At the end of the night, Grant left the stage alone. The Bachelor Nation verdict? This was not just the most cringe-inducing finale ever, it was one for the history books. And as for Grant Ellis, well, let's just say his DMs are probably not thriving right now. Would you accept Grant's rose? Let us know in the comments.